Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the most inconsistent YouTuber of all time. I should get like an award or something for like the most breaks from YouTube because of having mental breakdowns. Okay, with all of that aside, I am so happy to be back and filming YouTube videos again. I'm not going to go into too much detail of why I haven't been off camera, but I did get a dog. That's definitely one of the main reasons I've been off camera. Life has just been crazy. But yes, I have a new puppy. A lot of stuff has been going on in my personal life. But with all that aside, we're here to talk about makeup. This is where we're going to beat our face and step away from the actual real world out there. So if you guys feel like you need to relax, I'm gonna get your makeup brushes and let's do our makeup. You guys can either recreate this look or do your own. And I love you guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little like all over the place. It's been a while since I filmed a video, so being on camera again is kind of difficult. It's like hard to kind of jump back into that, especially like everyday life and filming in front of a camera are a little bit different. I don't know. My camera battery is going to die, so let's just end it there. If you guys want to see how I achieved this colorful makeup look for spring, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I had a little whoopsie and I did not know that I wasn't recording me doing my eyeshadow at first, so you guys have not missed anything. I'm just using the shade Savage in the Urban Decay Electric palette and the E40 from Sigma. Also, don't mind if my house is a little loud. I do have a new puppy, so I have kind of a lot going on here. So if you guys hear any like background noise, if you guys hear any like doors opening or closing, just bear with me. We're kind of dealing with a new puppy. What I'm doing is just buffing this out. I did pack the color on my brush and I applied it right at my crease. That's where I want most of the pigment to be. And then I'm going to blend upwards. I know that we've done like a pinky look before, but don't worry. This is just going to be the transition shade. We have a lot more colors that we are going to add in here. So next I'm going to take this MAC single eyeshadow in Fig 1. I love this. This is just a deeper purple shade. And we are going to use a Smith 235. And we are going to apply this in the outer corner. And once I feel like I have enough pigment, I am just going to start to blend this harsh line in with the rest of the eyeshadow. I'm just taking a little bit more of that Savage shade and just going over it. I don't want to lose the pink. I don't want the purple to overtake. I just want to give a little bit of depth to the eye, but I really want to keep this pink going on this like upper portion of the eye. I'm going to try to add a little bit of this shade right here. I'm going to link it down below what it is. I think it's like either a MakeupGeek or an Anastasia shadow. I want to see if this is going to like deepen it up a little bit more. I think that's definitely more of like a true purple. The other one has a little bit of brown in it. It's pretty though. I apologize if this video is all over the place. It is my first time filming in a couple of months and it's definitely something I've been out of doing. So I kind of forgot how to film. I know it sounds so strange, but when you're out of filming a video for so long, like I forget to look at the viewfinder to make sure I'm in focus. So just bear with me if this video isn't like up to like par of how they usually are. Trust me, like I am just getting back into filming this again. And taking this shade right here, which is this like nice bluish sea foam green color. And I'm going to take it on an Anastasia. I don't know what this is. This is just like the small the small flat brush. And I'm going to pack the pigment on there and then I'm going to spray the brush because I do want this to be super metallic and I want it to like show up real well. A lot of these colors in this palette, like I have not played with at all. I've usually just stuck with like the warm browns in the palette, but that whole corner of color, I don't know what I've been waiting on because this is like, it's like so pigmented and it's so metallic and wow. I mean, I'm definitely kind of impressed. So what I'm going to do is kind of just cut my crease a little bit. I was going to put down concealer first, but I honestly just kind of thought about it afterwards, so we're going to roll with it. I mean, we can pretty much cut the crease perfectly with how sharp this brush is. Oh my goodness, it is so, I mean, that's like that color is so gorgeous. And because I'm so extra, I'm going to take this Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in the shade Gamma Ray. It's just like a blue. And I'm going to keep this more on the outer-ish corner, just kind of like scattered. That just added a little bit of sparkle to the eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish the other eye off camera, and we will come back to apply our lashes and finish the rest of this look. So I lied. I did apply my lashes off camera. They'll be listed in the description bar down below if you guys are curious to know what they are. And now we're going to jump on to the skin. So I'm going to be taking the No Poreblem Primer by Touch in Soul. I have been obsessed. Obviously, as you guys see, I am like almost out of this. I got it in my BoxyCharm, and I'm not going to lie, BoxyCharm has been coming through recently with some of like the cleansers and some of the stuff that has been in there. I'm like obsessed with it. So what I do is just take it and I apply it right in here. It's legitimately a pore filler, but it does not dry your skin out. It legitimately makes my skin so soft, buttery smooth. My foundation just glides on and honestly has never looked any better. For foundation, we're going in with the Dior Forever in the shade 1.5N. I have been loving this foundation. I've been using it pretty much every single day. It's so, oh my god, it's so good. It's so expensive, but so good. And I'm just going to take it with my Sigma sponge. And you guys are probably wondering, what happened to the Morphe one that you ranted and raved about forever? Yeah, my dog, well, my new puppy, decided to jump up on my makeup counter and eat it. So I have not been able to find the sponge that I like. There's this other weird one that they have, but I don't know. I don't like it. If you guys know where I can find it, I guess I haven't looked on the Morphe website at all, so it could potentially be there. I just like go check my local Ulta and they never have it. The one thing I do like about this sponge and the Morphe one are the sharp angles. So if I by chance do my brows before my foundation, I can just go right around them without messing them up at all. So for concealer, I'm going to mix two of them, the Tarts Shape Tape and the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. So I'm running out of these. Embarrassing, I know. But this Colourpop one is literally $6 at Ulta. I was at Ulta today picking up the lashes you guys see on, and I was just going to pick up another concealer, but they don't have it. They don't have my shade because everybody must be light 10. I know I look a little crazy and like it's a little too much, but I promise when you go to blend it out with the sponge, half of your product disappears. I am going to take a little bit of the Tarts Shape Tape and just go over like a little bit of it. Just for literally no reason at all, but I want to be extra and want to use two concealers. So I'm going to take the same sponge and the same end that we used to blend the foundation in, just because this is going to really mold these two together, because honestly they're a little stark of a difference and I don't want there to be any harsh lines on my skin at all. There are just so many different products that I have been loving recently, and it's replaced some staples in my collection. Like this Colourpop one, I definitely will repurchase over probably any concealer that I've bought in the last 6 to 8 months. So then I'm going to go ahead and set my entire face. I'm going to be using the Mercier Translucent Powder. This is just a repurchase for me. I was just kind of getting sick and tired of using the CoverGirl one all the time. Like, still my favorite for the price, but the Mercier one is really good too. Like, it really does, like, smooth my skin right out. So I'm just going to take the sponge, and you guys know the drill. We're just setting our entire face with the sponge. I think that this works the absolute best for making my makeup last all day and looking the smoothest. Like, I noticed if I set my face with a brush first, it's all over. Like, my skin just does not look as smooth. My makeup just does not last as long. I think pushing the powder into the skin really is what helps mold and also keep it so it just does not go anywhere. So now that we look like Casper the Friendly Ghost, we are going to bronze our skin, and we are going to be using an expensive little bitch today, and that is the Marc Jacobs Tan-tastic bronzer. I've been wanting to get this for a very long time. I've seen Jaclyn Hill rant and rave. I've seen Manny rant and rave about it, so I was just like, I feel like I should get it, but I really couldn't justify spending $50 on a bronzer. And then Zach got me a $100 gift card to Sephora, just random. Well, for our 1 year. But like, I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to get it now. So I'm going to take this Smith 118 brush and a little bit of this bronzer, and we're going to just sculpt our face out. Then we're going to take the Milani Baked Blush, and this is in the shade Luminoso. I've used this ever since that video I did where, I don't even know what it was called, but I have been obsessed with this blush. It is my absolute favorite of all time. It has like a little sheen to it. You can wear this on days you want to wear like no highlight, or days where you want to keep it like super natural. I love it. I mean, I wear it every day, so it's like you could like dress it up, you could like not dress it up. We are looking bomb. Like, I'm like looking at myself in the viewfinder, and I mean, besides my hair looking a little bit busted, I mean, we're looking pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off our eyes, and we're gonna take that same Savage shade that we used, that's that pink shade, and using this Luxie 209 brush, we're just going to run this right underneath the lash line just to buff this out. And then we're going to take the purple shade and a small brush just to go right at the lash line. I want to make sure that this is defined as it can possibly get. Then I'm going to add a tad bit of like a darker brown. I'm just thinking that the purple shade just wasn't dark enough at my lash line. So I'm going to add like a super dark brown, almost black, right at my lash line. Because we're not done with the color yet. I just am not satisfied with the color. We're going to take this Shockwave LA Girl eyeliner. It's in Neon, or it's in Screamin', which is this neon yellow shade. I am so hoping this turns out how I want it to be. I just thought that like it'd be like a nice bright shade. It's not much of like a huge difference, but I think it's a nice pop like at the lash line. You can definitely tell that it's yellow. I mean, I wish it was a little bit more noticeable. Bitch, though, this is pretty. Now we are going to set our face, and then we will do our highlighter. This is kind of how I've been doing my makeup routine lately, is just spraying my face and then doing the highlight when my face is still a little bit wet. So I'm using the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I've been obsessed with this stuff. This is definitely a newer brand that has come out recently. They have been sending me stuff. I really don't know where they got my address, but honestly, I'm not going to complain because the stuff is so good. I never heard of them before they just started randomly sending me packages. They are sold at Sephora, though, so that is kind of exciting. That is my favorite thing that has been sent to me thus far. They have some moisturizers and stuff like that that I haven't really touched or really dove into because I'm kind of sticking to my like skincare routine I have now because my skin is looking, and I'm like trying not to mess it up. But this is so good. Oh, it makes my skin look super dewy and radiant, but also not sweaty or oily. I don't know if that makes any sense. So for highlighter today, we are going to be using the Fenty Beauty Killiwat highlighter, and this is in Lightning Dust and Crystal Fire. I love this. I got this along with the Marc Jacobs bronzer, and like I've been using it ever since I got it on Friday. So we're going to take a little bit of this side right here, which is the Lightning Dust first on a Morphe M501. And I'm just going to apply this right on the tops of the cheek. Do you see that? Like, oh my God. It's like I didn't really know the hype of these Killiwat highlighters until I swatched it at Sephora. And all I had to do was swatch it on my hand and I knew that I was getting it. I knew immediately I wanted it. I knew that it was coming home with me. I knew that it was going to probably be my favorite highlighter of all time. In my book, this is the highlight to end all highlights. Like definitely my favorite, most like used highlighter since I purchased it is this one. So we're going to use the other side too, which is Fire Crystal. And that's a little bit more shimmery. And I'm just going to kind of stick this right on the top of my cheekbone, right where the light should hit. Oh my God. I'm glowing. But I'm going to take my bronzer brush and just melt that together, because I think sometimes applying like such an overbearing highlight can really just look like a strip on the side of my face. So I try so hard to not have that look. I just blend it in with my bronzer brush. Not gonna lie, I almost forgot a lip color, so give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back to put that on. So I have a lot going on in the eyes, so I'm just going to stick with a gloss. And I'm gonna use the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Lip. These are new, I think. And this is in the shade Primrose. I'm not really sure what these are supposed to look like. This is the first time I am using it. I got it in PR about a week ago, maybe. About a week ago. And I have yet to use it. And this is the completed and final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and my official comeback to YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. The button will be down below. And definitely give the video a thumbs up if you guys liked a colorful makeup tutorial. Leave some suggestions down in the comments of things that you guys want to see. I am very curious to see if you guys want to see some more colorful makeup looks, if you guys want to see whatever. You let me know and I can make it happen. I will also link my last video right here. It was about 2 months ago, but still. I will link it right here. Stay on the channel, have a couple laughs, learn a couple makeup techniques, and I'll see you guys on my next video. And I promise I won't be 6 months from now. Bye, guys.